Hi, welcome to the new version of D2L, or if this video is old for you and you've been using it a long time, this will at least show you how to navigate my particular course. My favorite feature of this new version of D2L is that we have notifications up here, not just for email, which we had before. The little red dot notifies you that you have something new. And if I click on it, I can see that I have a new email message. And so I click on it and it takes me straight to email, and then I could select that message and I could actually respond to that message. And so this is really just a test sort of email. I can send that email message that way, and that's how I can navigate email. And then I can see I have a whole lot of unread email messages that I need to view, and there's even a reply all if you have multiple people on there. And then for news items, I can click on a news item and go straight to that news item if I want to. And then my home will take me back to that page that we see when we first log in. You can also navigate to courses through here, so you can go to any of your courses through here, but normally we really want to scroll down, or if you don't like scrolling, you can just minimize this news widget, which I like to do after I've read the news items. And you can see you can keep up really well with the number of discussion posts. And right now this is a good idea because this actual feature isn't really working. This could alert you to new discussion messages, and I am going to lobby the D2L boys and see if we can make that happen, because I think that's a really important feature. So basically, if you clicked on your name, you should see an option here that says notifications, but you'll notice you don't, or at least I don't right now. And if you click on the notification option, then something will actually pop up that looks a lot like this, and you can select to be notified whenever you have a new discussion message. You can also select to be notified if there are items that are coming up that are due, like Dropbox items or quiz items. You can select to be notified if there's a new grade item in your gradebook, although I don't really use the D2L gradebook. And then you can select to be notified for new news items, although really this icon does a great job with new news items, so I wouldn't imagine you'd want to check that box. But anyway, you can for now see the number of unread discussion posts that you have by looking at the courses themselves through here, but it'll be really nice when we don't have to do that. To click on to see the main part of the course, not just discussions, you can click here and it'll take you into the news items for the course, and I have some pretty standard news items that I like for students to read on the first day of class. And once you read these, you're not going to have to read them again. You will see if I post something new up here, but you don't need to come to this page to read news items. There is the calendar, and this is pretty helpful because it'll let you know that things are coming due. The bad thing about the calendar is it doesn't have any of the Course Compass stuff that's due. Now, for those in the online class, the Course Compass stuff is due when the discussion board for the different chapters close. But the discussion boards in the face-to-face class don't actually close, so you won't have that sort of notification to let you know. But if you print out your syllabus and keep that first page of the syllabus somewhere prominent, like your bathroom mirror or the refrigerator or somewhere that you'll look at it often, then that first page of the syllabus, the calendar part, the due dates part, has every single due date for the entire course that you need to know. So if you can keep that handy, then you won't miss anything. And it's really, really important not to miss anything if you want a grade for each grade item, which I hope that you do. I clicked on the content part of the course. This is the most important part of the course. And when you enter the course for the first time, you'll actually come to this overview screen. So let me show that to you first. And I emphasize here, of course, my 3 favorite icons. And then the table of contents will show you everything in the course, as you might imagine. And so I click on the table of contents to view the entire course, and I can scroll through items, and you'll notice that there are some that have circles, and there are some that have numbers, and there are some that have check marks. Basically, the way you should approach this course is to go through the entire course in order. So you should click on syllabus first, and this actually opens in a new window, and so you can read the entire syllabus, which you should do because this is your contract for the course. It's very important. And certainly print out especially this first page of the syllabus so that you can keep those due dates handy. And then I close that window and I'm back to my D2L screen where I can navigate to the next item in the course, and that way I'm not missing anything if I'm going item by item. This is the formula card, and it says print me, and so you should print that and use that for all of your homework and quizzes. And I'll give you a clean copy of the formula card on the day of the exams. And then there's also the tables that we won't actually use until the second half of the course. But if you want to print them now, you can. You'll need to print them at some point. And then there is, for the online students, the paper homework assignments that will be from problems in your textbook that you will turn in. And then here are instructions. This will give you instructions and a direct link to register for Course Compass for the very first time. And then we'll scroll to the next news item or the next content item, and that's an actual letting you log into Course Compass. And you can save that link in your favorites. And then here for each chapter we have objectives and tasks, so that lets you know what you're going to learn and how you're going to learn it. And then if we get done with that news item, we're taken to a new module. And so whenever we're taken to a new module, we stop seeing the scroll, and then we see the whole module. That's the new module that we're taken to. And so this is the orientation in chapter 1 video. And in order to be able to get the quiz password, in order to be able to work the quiz, you have to view all of the videos in the course. And so here are the orientation videos, and then if you scroll down here, these calculator videos are actually optional. Most of the time calculator videos are not optional, but these are just the basics. And then here are 3 chapter 1 videos. So you have to watch the 3 chapter 1 videos, and then you have to watch these 4 orientation videos, plus you have to take the statistics pretest. And when you do all of those 8 things, there will be a magical mystery item that will appear, and that item will not appear until you've watched all the videos. So that's why it's really important to go through the entire course in order. That way you won't miss anything. And then another important area of the course is discussions. You can actually get to discussions, the discussions that you need to post in, that you're required to post in, from navigating this content module in order. So you can get to class introductions from here, or if you want to check and respond to discussions that you've already posted in, you can go to communications and discussions. And then here we see our list of all of the discussions, and some discussions have quite a bit of instructions with them, especially the required instructions. The required discussions have instructions with them. To enter a discussion, you'll click on the discussion itself, and then you can see the instructions in detail. If you wanted to begin a new thread, then you could do that right here by clicking this icon, and it would bring up a message, and then you could click post. Or if there's somebody that you want to respond to, let's respond to Kendra, we have to click on her post, and we could reply to thread in general here, or we could reply specifically to what Jennifer has said right here, and then we can click post. The other thing that you might need at the end of the course particularly is to look at grades. Now, the majority of your grades I keep in Course Compass because that's where all of your homework and quizzes already are. But your post-test, I like to give comments, and so those grade items will appear here, and I'll list descriptions for those in this grade area. And that is everything.